It is Friday, and oops, now I don't remember the date anymore. I was doing so well this whole week. Hold on. It has to be the 9th. How do we feel? July 9th. Either way, it's Friday. I know that for sure, and it is the new moon in Cancer. And we are in Cancer season. It's the new moon in Cancer, and it is a really big new moon. And I do say that fairly consistently about every single moon we've had this year because that's kind of how it's been. But here's why this particular new moon is such a big deal. And I know a lot of you guys have been feeling this already. We had this split back in June where our energies chose their dimensional happy places, right? And when that happened, when we chose our dimensional happy places, everything changed, right? Everything changed. Some of the people changed, some of the surroundings changed, but mostly the way that we interact with the world has completely changed and continues to change. So with this new moon, we are basically taking everything that we have integrated, all of the downloads we've received, all of the upgrades that we have had ripping through our bodies in the past 6-7 months, and we are seeding our intentions for what comes next. And we have now the raw materials to pretty much create anything we want. And that is why tonight for our new moon ritual, we're going back to basics, and we are doing a more traditional seeding of intentions because this is a huge foundation building energy for this new moon. We already know that for Cancer season, we've been talking about how this is the time to build your foundations, to build the place that feels most nutritive to you. It's like building your home base nest, so to speak. And tonight we're seeding. And I'm really excited about it because what I've been feeling for me is that this new moon, everything that's come before it, all of the shit shows that I've been involved in the past few years that have, shown me so much and taught me so much and broke my heart and made my heart bigger and all of the things, the roller coaster that it's been, all of those things are adding up to something pretty amazing. And I don't know what that is. I have little hints here and there though, and I have that feeling, and I know a lot of you have it too, that feeling of like, whew, something big is about to land. And with this new moon tonight, you are going to light some beautiful candles along the proverbial runway so that your dreams can land. They know exactly where to go. You're like, right here, guys, right here. You see the lights? Drop it down, and we're ready for it. So I'm really excited to connect with you guys this evening and do our more traditional new moon seeding, see what information comes through, because, whenever we gather together, it's a channeling party. And I'm just very excited. So that's the energy we're in. It's a swirl of all of the ingredients that are your ingredients. It's a swirl of all of the magic that's always been around you, but you may not have realized you have the ability to tap into and use. So where are you at now? What feels wobbly? What feels for sure? How does it feel like right now to inhabit your specific body? That's what I would love for you to concentrate on today, all day, before you do your seeding tonight. How does it feel to be in your body? How does it feel to be you? What's it like? Have you ever paid attention to that? Because here's the thing, nobody else is having that experience. Your experience of being in this body is unique to you. And you came to have that experience, and then in your own special way to share what that is like. Because no matter how many people incarnate over the course of the millennia into human bodies right on this earth, right now, in the past, in the future, whatever, nobody's experience is going to be exactly like yours. Yours is unique. And as mind-boggling as that is, it's the truth. Nobody's experience is ever going to be exactly yours. That's why it's so important that you honor yourself and value every sensation and feeling that you have, because it's yours and we want to know about it. We came down here to collect the data about what it means to be human, and we can only have a beautiful, amazing, big, broad picture of that if all of us share our experiences. So this has been a few months of huge throat chakra opening, right? Of speaking, huge third eye opening, of really seeing, huge heart opening, so that we can really feel and navigate our way from this part of our body instead of this part. And really starting to understand how we interact with that energy and how important all of our perspectives are. So today, again, what is it like to be you? What's your unique feeling? What's your body feel like when you're inside of it? Really feel into that, because Cancer energy is all about creating that sense of support and belonging in your home. And this is your home. You live here, right in this thing. So how are you going to allow your home to feel at ease, peaceful, supportive, rested, and above all, completely honored? How will you treat your home with reverence? Because it is your temple. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want you to think about today. It's so good. It feels so delicious to realize that like every single one of us, every single experience that we're having, whether it's uncomfortable or not, and like trust me guys, this past week since I channeled last Thursday has been by far the most uncomfortable week of my entire ascension experience. And I could be wrong because y'all know my memory is just but I have had a really fucking hard week. My entire bodily system has gone offline. I have somewhat listened to myself and rested. I've been resting a lot. If I haven't been doing a session with somebody, I've been literally in bed, and that is all that's been happening here. Or I'm doing this with you guys, right? So it's been a lot because so much is happening. And it's hard sometimes, and it is painful sometimes. But you have to trust this process because it's coming. I know you can feel it. We have a few people who are just popping on. Don't worry if you missed the first, I don't know how long we've been on here, 20 minutes. This will be, it's on IGTV on my Instagram. So if you find me on Instagram, you can watch the whole thing over again, or it's also on my YouTube. So it's not gone forever. But yes, that's what this new moon is all about. How does it feel to be in your body? Be in your body and really enjoy that experience and really like sharing that experience. Because think about it this way. When I first, when I first started doing live videos a few years back, hardly anybody tuned into them, first of all. And the reason that I started doing them was because I was watching people's live videos and I was feeling like people would get on these videos and be like, oh, I just rolled out of bed, but they had like so much makeup on or like lashes on and they seem so put together and like perfect. And back, Sarah 3 years ago was very different than Sarah today, as well she should be. But that made me feel really weird and insecure. And I wanted to see more representation of my current state, which was much more disheveled. So I said, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna get on here and start pulling some cards, and I'm seriously gonna get out of bed and look like it. And at the time I had this really short hair, so when I would wake up in the morning, it'd be like sticking at all angles, and you can totally go on my Facebook and find these, by the way. And I would just get on there and do that. And that was like therapy for me, because that was the first time that I had really let myself be super uncomfortable, super vulnerable, and super real. Like nothing on there. And what that taught me as I evolved through the years with it is that people want to have connection with people very, very much. And they want to see people that mirror aspects of themselves back at them. Okay? And so I may not be your cup of tea. I mean, maybe I am because you're watching me right now, but I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And that was a lesson too. But I can only be me. I can only be my frequency. And when I'm being my authentic, true frequency, I know I can be confident that the people who will be attracted to me are my people, who will get me and who will benefit from what I'm doing. And if I'm not being my true self, if I'm putting up all these different screens and trying to be a way I think I should be, then I'm not going to attract my people because they can't see me. My light is obscured by all these different filters. Do you kind of see what I'm saying? It's so important right now to just be who you are. Even if you've never been who you are your whole entire life. I know that's like kind of a thing, right? We try so hard to be what other people want us to be. And I'm sure you've been feeling this, especially the last, week or so, or last month or so even, I don't know, whatever time. You just can't give a fuck about that anymore because it's not feeding you. Other people's opinions are just projections of their own fears. So it's not feeding you. You try so hard to fit in, to make everybody around you comfortable and happy, and it turns out you're not even happy and comfortable inside your own body. So if that's how you're feeling, if you're feeling like right now listening to me like, well, fuck, I don't even know who I am. Hey, don't even worry about it. Because this is where you start then. This is the first day of asking yourself, hey, psst, psst, psst. Hey you, who's in there? What things do you like? What's your favorite thing to eat? What's your favorite color? What would you do in an afternoon if you had to do nothing for anybody else? Ask yourself some questions and answer them. Start to date you. You know what I mean? Because it's joyful to do that. You don't have to feel bad if you've spent 20 years people pleasing and not knowing who you are and kind of losing your identity, so to speak. You don't need to feel bad about that. What for? It's an experience that you went through and now you're here today. And if you want to know who you are, all you have to do is start asking yourself that question. You don't have to be overwhelmed. You don't have to feel bad about it. You don't have to be sad about it. Here you are. This is the moment where all of your energy lives. This moment right now. There is no past, there is no future, there's only this right here. So in this now moment, what will you do? How will you interact with the energy that's currently around you? And trust me, when you start looking at it that way, when you start interacting with the energy that's right here, right now, it affects everything. It affects the past, it affects the future, it affects all the swirls everywhere, and you will start attracting the people who are your people. And you won't need to work so hard to make them like you or to fit in because you just fit and they just fit. And they don't need you to fix them and you don't need them to fix you. It's just 2, 3, 4 amazing, full, embodied souls bopping around on this planet and enjoying each other's company. And that's how it needs to be from now on. So if somebody isn't adding, let them go. Trust that when somebody leaves your energetic field and they weren't really giving you anything to begin with, somebody else is going to come in and they're going to give you something. They're going to give you love, support, excitement, adventure, and you are ready for all of those things. So feel into that for yourself because it's really, really happening, okay? Right now. This is the new moon to really seed this feeling. So excuse me. Our new moon call is at 6 p.m. tonight. If you would like to join Eastern time, if you would like to join and you're not already in Inner Sanctum, again, if you are in Inner Sanctum, you do not need to get a ticket for tonight's event. I had a couple new members purchase tickets. You don't need to do that. You're already in it because that's why you joined. So if you're already in Inner Sanctum, you don't have to do anything. You're going to get an email soon. But if you'd like to join us for the Inner Sanctum new moon call tonight, you can do that by either joining Inner Sanctum for free or you can just get a ticket and then that's it. So you can either DM me on Instagram or follow the link on my profile and you can find all of that information. But we launch at 6 p.m. I'm hoping to have as many people live as possible because when you're live, it just makes me come alive and I have a lot more fun. But if you can't make it live, it's fine. It's emailed to you, okay? So that is what's happening. We're going to shift gears now and get into your card pulls. And these will be sensory card pulls with a message for whatever you need. So take a minute and receive a nice deep breath in, let it go, clear, and ask yourself if is there anything you need information on? Do you need a sign, affirmation, validation? What do you need? If you can't think of anything, that's fine. Dealer's choice is, what do I need to know right now? And I'm going to give you 3 things, and then you pick one of those 3 things that you're resonating most with, and then I will pick a card for you, okay? But first, I need to take a few more sips of my coffee. All right. Okay, so today I think we're gonna do, we did colors on the last time. We're gonna do crystals today. Okay, so let me know which crystal you're most resonating with. And maybe, no, let's see. And I'll do it like this so you can actually see them. How about that? All right, so, perfect. Are you ready? So I'm gonna tell you the 3. We have questions. So the call is virtual. Everything's online these days. So it is virtual, it is through Zoom. Okay, so here are your 3 things. You either choose carnelian, amethyst, or rose quartz. So pick the crystal that is most resonating with you today. You have carnelian, amethyst, or rose quartz. Which one are you gonna do today? And go ahead and drop a comment so I know which ones you're picking. And also, by the way, how deliciously beautiful is this piece of amethyst? I mean, oh my God. We have people on Instagram going, I want all of them. Okay, well that's gonna be a hefty message. So rose quartz, amethyst, carnelian. You know what, and I'm gonna pick one today too, because I always forget to do that. What do I want? I love all of these too. Well, I don't really feel like the rose quartz for me today. I think I'm gonna go with carnelian as well. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'll try to take a picture of my piece of carnelian later, but this, do you see that? It's literally like a womb with like the umbilical cord in there. Do you see it? My ring light's probably messing that up because it's so shiny, but I love this piece of carnelian. I obviously am picking, and look I'm wearing this in bulk quartz too, so, okay. Again, if you're just popping on, we're about to do the sensory card pulls. We're doing carnelian, so pick carnelian if that's what you're feeling, amethyst if you're feeling amethyst, or rose quartz if you're feeling rose quartz, okay? And I will start shuffling. Tell me in the comments how you feel, which one you want, and we will rock on. Today we're just going with one deck. We're doing our pulls from the Earth Magic deck. This one right here. All right. So if you're just joining us, again, I'm about to do sensory card pulls, and you just need to choose one of 3 things that you are feeling drawn to. This piece of carnelian, amethyst, or rose quartz, and just drop it in the comments which one you're choosing, carnelian, amethyst, or rose quartz, and then I will have a card pull for each stone that will be your message, okay? Interesting, Claudia. Let's see what it is. Okay. Let's get popping. Our first card is going to be for those who chose the carnelian stone. Okay, Nicole, you can totally change your stone. Oh. All right, here we go. For those who chose carnelian, this is for you. Hey, Chris, we're doing sensory card pulls right now. I'm just starting, so you have to choose from either carnelian, amethyst, or rose quartz, okay? And just drop it in the comments which one you're choosing. I'm doing carnelian right now. Okay. Ah, the pressure. Okay. Ooh. This is not shocking for carnelian, quite honestly. All right, carnelian people. If you chose carnelian, your card is fire, also known as passion. Ooh. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm pretty sure that the fire card has been popping up quite a bit in these card pulls in the past week or so. And there's probably a good reason for this. But if you chose carnelian, your message for fire is as such. Fire is an element that if you are not respectful and reverent of it, it'll fuck you up, right? Fire can warm us. It can burn us to cinder. And it can be sweet and innocent and little, or it can be big and raging and insane, okay? Fire is coming through right now to give you the energy that you need to push through whatever last misty, foggy residue. Like it feels like a damp residue that is still lingering on you. It's time to burn through that. And this is coming through to tell you this is happening, okay? Allow that heat to burn away what is making things kind of blurry. Because as things come into focus, you are going to feel such a huge burst of energy, okay? It's like it's coming. And all of you who are have fire signs in you, especially as a rising or a moon, you likely have been feeling a bit hot lately. And that is part of it as well, because the collective is really hot. But this is more speaking to allowing the things that are still lingering in your field to be burned off with this moon. Okay, it's not the typical moon that you do burning things with, but who cares? You know, we're in 2021 now. We do whatever the fuck we want. So let it burn off. Let the stuff burn off so that you can see things clearly, so that you can feel the heat of your own passion rising up. Okay, so that is our carnelian message, and I guess that's my message too, huh? Well, I am a Sag moon, so that makes an okay amount of sense. Oh, that's right. Gosh, Jean, you and Claudia. My Leo ladies. All right. Next up, if you chose amethyst, this is your message. Okay, let's see what it is. Okay, again, we're getting a lot of the same cards coming through. That's so funny. Okay, so if you picked amethyst, your card is the Vision Quest, the desert card. If you don't know what your rising and moon signs are, just head on to like astrochart.com or just like look up mynatalchart.com or whatever. It's on Google, and just plug in your birth information and it'll give you all of that stuff. Okay. So your card, if you picked amethyst, oh my god, I just got lost on my own thing. This is your card if you picked amethyst, and it's the Desert Vision Quest. And again, I'm pretty sure this came up on Wednesday, so that's kind of crazy to me. So this card is speaking again to where you just were. So amethyst people, this has been where you are. You've been in the desert, wandering around, having your own little vision quests. Okay, not little, pretty massive ones. It's almost time to exit the desert. But there's a lesson that you learned during this phase. And that lesson is being incredibly mindful of the energy you let near you. This is true for everybody, obviously, but if you picked amethyst and you got this card, you need to be especially mindful because you just cleared your field. You just cleared it. It was just cleared. So don't step out of this place with your newly cleared field and allow all the same shit right back into it. Be mindful. Be slow. Add in slowly. One thing at a time, okay? Because your energy is pristine right now. It's pristine. It is ready for all the new things. Don't put old shit on your new energy, okay? Okay, so that is you if you picked amethyst. Last but not least, if you picked rose quartz. Cancer, Libra, Libra. All right, let's see here. Darlene says, thank God it's been a shitstorm. It has been a shitstorm. You can laugh about it, but like, ooh, it's been rough. Rough. Okay. Rose quartz people. Mimi, I'm so glad. Rose quartz people. Okay, if you picked rose quartz, you have the Milky Way card, and that is perspective. Okay? Rose quartz, Milky Way, perspective. And we're going to kind of change this card because I'm not feeling that message for you guys. So if you picked rose quartz, what we're really going to be looking at in this card is this swirling vortex here in the middle. Okay? It's been really, really chaotic for you, rose quartz people. Like, extra chaotic when it comes to relationships. And so you may have a current relationship circling the drain now. You may have just ended a big relationship or not be in one anymore. Do you know what I mean? But still be in it. Like, it feels like this is a lot of you guys who picked rose quartz are having a big transition when it comes to intimate relationships. This card is asking you to trust this process. You've come this far in it for a reason. Keep going. Trust yourself. Remember, whenever you feel pressured to make a quick decision is exactly the time when you should make no decision. All right? Let me repeat that. Whenever you feel pressured to make a quick decision is exactly the reason or the time when you should not make a decision. Just hold on. Just hold on. Because any decision you make from a place of anxiety, fear, pressure, just like, gotta do it. That's what you're building with that decision. You're building out of that energy. We have to be incredibly mindful of what we're building now because you are incredibly powerful builders, all of you. So slow down, even if it feels like you can't. Time is an illusion. Pressure is not real. So take a deep breath and just be for a moment. Do not make any decisions from any place except the place where you are rooted in your body and you can feel your heart center. You just wait until you can feel that. If it takes a week, if it takes 6 months, so fucking be it, right? But do not make your decisions in that space of fear, anxiety, panic, or pressure. No one gets to pressure you into making any decisions, especially not yourself, okay? So I feel you. This stuff is hard. Relationships are so intense because that's what we came here to do. We came here to connect with each other. And we have a lot of programming around how relationships should be or shouldn't be, and they're not working anymore because we're waking up to the fact that a lot of these programs are some BS, right? So trust your process here. You got this. You are not alone. A lot of people are feeling the same thing, and you're going to be just fine. But remember, no one gets to rush you. You only make decisions when you're ready to make them, okay? So that is your rose quartz. I love you. I hope to see as many of you as possible tonight on the new moon call. It is virtual. If you would like to join, you can DM me on Instagram. You can DM me here because I still have those open, or you can click the link in my profile and you can join. It is $11 to join if you are not part of Inner Sanctum. You can join Inner Sanctum for free and get in for free. However, if those options are not feeling good for you and you just want to join and you can't do the $11 right now, just message me. there is 100% chance I'll just give you the link because that's my mood today. So come join us. New moon, 6 p.m. tonight. We'll be meeting virtually via Zoom. It's a really good time. We're going to do some serious new moon seeding and get this party started. All right? Have an amazing rest of your Friday. Drink lots of water. I'm sending you so much love. Have an awesome weekend. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Okay, goodbye.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and follow.